Hi, Right Buddy here from Backroad Buddies of Redtail Lodge, and today we're back at home from our travels from season 2, but today we wanted to share with you our experiences at Canyon of the Ancients National Monument. Now, we spent 2 nights back in July. This was mid-July. We stayed at Mancos State Park, and that was actually, it's sort of close to Canyons of the Ancients. It's not too bad of a drive from there, but what was nice, it's actually at a little higher elevation than Canyon of the Ancients. Canyon of the Ancients is down in the southwest corner of Colorado and crosses over into Utah. And it's basically a desert. So this is mid-July, so it was really hot. So we were thankful we were camping at a little higher elevation and in some nice shade from some trees in there. So that was a nice little jump off point. So we had a full day in Canyons of the Ancients. So we started by driving to Dolores, where the visitor center is. Now, the visitor center was closed at the time because of COVID. But we did pick up a map. There was a little driving loop recommendation, because the National Monument's rather spread out. It's rather large and it's all spread out, so you have to kind of drive from site to site. But while we were there at the visitor center, there's Escalante Pueblo ruins up a short little path, so we checked those out. And then we drove over to Lowry Pueblo, which is the best excavated ruins, I believe, in the whole National Monument. And there's even a structure built over part of it to help with the erosion. So we visited there, and then we continued on our little drive around, and on that loop that they recommend, you actually pass right by another national monument called Hovenweep. And Hovenweep and Canyons of the Ancients are kind of intertwined, so there's a lot of overlap in the area. So we decided to stop in there. We stopped at the visitor center. You couldn't go inside the visitor center, but there was a ranger outside that kind of recommended this little ruin trail, but we didn't actually complete the whole loop because it was really hot. And they recommended going out, and there's I think like 15 structures or ruins around that kind of overlook this little canyon there. So that was really a nice little hike. So we did that, and then we continued driving around. At this point, actually, we were in Utah, so we actually had crossed over into Utah. And as we were driving back around the loop, we saw some horses that we think were wild horses, but I took pictures of them anyway. But you know, there's not a whole lot of difference between a wild horse and a domestic horse, but other than, you know, no one really owns them and they just kind of run free, and I don't think they're ever really broken, although some areas are actually managed. Their numbers are managed. So we came around back into Colorado at the south trailhead for Sand Canyon. Now, it's a rather long trail, and we didn't have enough time, and 2, it was just way too hot. It was in the hundreds. I don't even know what the temperature was. It was hot. So we just planned on hiking up about a mile. There's Saddlehorn Pueblo ruins in a little alcove. So we just hiked that 1 mile up and back. Went through a lot of water, and the heat was starting to get to us. And there is another couple little ruins along the way there. So we did that, and then we called it a day from that point and drove back to Mancos State Park. And I felt a little revived after dinner, so I took a little walk around Mancos State Park, so you'll see some pictures from there as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Canyons of the Ancients. Thanks for watching. And if you want more details about our experience with Canyons of the Ancients, you can check out the link in the description below to our related blog post. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Ta-ta for now.